This is the guided meditation for the practice of tranquil awareness using metta or loving kindness as the object. Begin by taking a few moments to find a posture that is comfortable for you. Whether you're sitting on a cushion or on a chair, please make sure that your body is not straining to be seated upright, that you feel comfortable enough to sit for a long period of time. Now close your eyes as we check any obvious areas of tension. You may feel your face and your jaw. Are you clenching your jaw? If so, see if you can soften your face. Are any other parts of your body clenched or tight? If so, see if you can soften them. Make sure that your head is balanced over your shoulders so that you're not straining the muscles of the back of the neck or in between your shoulder blades. You're balanced, upright, but very relaxed. Make sure that your stomach is moving easily on every in-breath and out-breath. Take a moment to look at the quality of your mind right now. And then see what happens when you purposefully put a smile on your face, even if you just turn the corners of your mouth up a little bit to make an artificial smile. See how that affects your mind. Your eyes are closed, so you may notice that there's a sense of lightness in the mind, maybe even some brightness or warmth. Or that the mind is more present and ready to respond with awareness. So at this point, your eyes are closed and you're smiling and your body is very relaxed. Now we're going to become acquainted with the object of practice, metta, loving kindness. And the way to do this is first recall a time in your day today or some other time in your life when you felt very happy. It doesn't have to be a dramatic event. It doesn't have to be something deeply symbolic. It could be some time when you saw a puppy dog and it made you happy. Or when someone made you a delicious meal and you were happy. Or when someone embraced you or told you that they cared about you or said thank you to you. Or perhaps it's a sense of deep appreciation you have for the day, for the beautiful sunrise, or the beautiful weather. As you recall this memory of being very happy, feel the warm, glowing sensation in your mind and perhaps even in your body. Notice how good you feel overall by invoking this sense of happiness. We'll spend the next few moments just feeling that happiness. Remember to smile as you do so. Notice how the smiling that you're doing supports the feeling of happiness. and how the memory of happiness supports the ability to smile, so they work together very closely. You can let go of the memory that brought the feeling of happiness and just remain with the feeling itself. Small thoughts may come and go, or you may hear sounds in the room or notice other things. But as long as you stay mostly present to the happiness in your body and your mind, there's nothing to do. Continue feeling that happiness and warmth in your being. From time to time, perhaps every few minutes or a few times per hour, you may feel this feeling starting to fade. At that point, the instruction is to make a silent wish. Say to yourself inside your mind, "May I be peaceful. May I be happy." Or if that's too much, you may simply say to yourself, "May I be happy," and re-invoke that sense of happiness, re-invoke that feeling of warmth and joy that you had previously been feeling. If it's difficult, then you can use the memory that you first used to invoke that feeling. But over time and with practice, you won't need to re-invoke that thought. Just by making the wish, "May I be happy," which is in itself an act of compassion and kindness toward yourself, you will feel that happiness come over you once more. You don't want to use the wish automatically or robotically or by rote. When you make the wish, "May I be happy," you really want to wish it for yourself, to want it for yourself. And that way it becomes real and meaningful. You may blend a sense of gratitude toward yourself while you invoke this happiness. So during this meditation time, this feeling of warmth and happiness is the object of meditation. There's nothing else to do as long as you are simply feeling this sensation inside of you. You may notice over time that your mind slows down, that the small thoughts may fade away, and this feeling of happiness becomes more pronounced, or perhaps there's more light or buoyancy or warmth in the mind, and the body becomes more relaxed as well as you become more and more present to the happy feeling. At a certain point, you may become fully distracted from the feeling of happiness, from the sensation of warmth and light in the mind. Perhaps you've started thinking about tomorrow, or you're worrying about a particular situation, or you've become angry or irritated about a memory or something you think is happening elsewhere. Or maybe there's a feeling in your body, like pain or soreness. The next step is to simply recognize that you've been distracted from the feeling of metta. Having recognized that you've been distracted, the next step is to release yourself from the distraction, meaning let that thought or that memory, that hope or fear, or that pain be there completely. Releasing doesn't mean actively pushing something away or letting something go. It truly means letting it be there. But by using the intention of letting it be there, you've untangled yourself from the distraction. You're no longer unified or identified with that feeling of hope or fear, or with the pain. The pain is not you. The memory is not you. They don't belong to you. They've simply arisen as the natural result of causes and conditions in the mind. So let them be there. You can tell that you've released yourself from these distractions when you come back and feel very present in the current moment. You feel present to the here and now. You're here in this room, applying the meditation instruction. Even if the thought or the dream or the memory is still there, or the pain, that's okay, let it be there. The next step is to notice any tension that has arisen in your body or your mind when you became distracted. Is there a slight tightness inside your skull? Are some of your muscles tighter than the others? Do you feel a heaviness in your chest? Or is it just a mental sort of tightness? You feel contracted in your mind. Take however many moments you need now to relax and soften that experience of tension in the body or the mind. If you need to take a few breaths as part of this relaxation process, do so. And wait for your body and your mind to soften and to relax back to where they were when you began the practice. Don't move forward until you're fully relaxed again, at least to the level you began with. There's no rush whatsoever. The distraction that arose may still be there, and there's no problem with that. Let it be there, but don't pay any more attention to it. Just relax your body and your mind. When you're fully relaxed, the next step is to re-smile. If the smile has left your face, bring it back. Just turn up the corners of your mouth and do so until you feel that warmth or the light or the brightness in your mind return. And now your body and your mind are relaxed and brightened with a smile. And at this point you can do the next step, which is to return to the feeling of metta. And we do so simply by making that wish, may I be happy, and re-invoking the sense of happiness that was there before last time we invoked it. May I be happy, may I be peaceful. The feeling may have already returned when you brought the smile back. But if it hadn't, then we do the step of making the wish, may I be happy. And then simply feel the happiness in your body and in your mind. Feel the sense of warmth, the glow, the sense of ease in the mind that occurs after making the wish. And simply remain present with that feeling until the next time a distraction arises. When the distraction does arise again, there's no judgment, there's no problem. It is necessary because it shows us how our mind works. It shows us our habitual patterns. And when we practice recognizing, releasing, and relaxing when the distraction arises, we're learning how to automatically soften ourselves, to relax, and to not be tangled up or taken away by the distraction. We're developing our sense of equanimity, which supports the sense of loving kindness and happiness. So now make a wish once more, may I be happy, and apply these instructions for the rest of your meditation period.